All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. We got a singles matchup here for you today. We got Amaru Moses going up against Joe Fairley today. Two well-known fandom people having a basic movie matchup here. Got Jack here with me. Jack, what kind of match do you think we got here today?
Oh, we've got an excellent match on the books here today. Joe and Rue, both very skilled fandom players, venturing into the world of general movies today. I'm very excited to see how this goes. Honestly, could be anyone's game.
Yeah, they perfectly match up. Got both of them at 3-2 right now. So one's gonna be going back to 500, and one's gonna be having a pretty solid win percentage. We'll bring in our first competitor, Mr. Joe Fairley, as a manager here today, Cameron Holzman. Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, good to
Howdy.
be back. I sort of spent last year on the sidelines due to some unforeseen issues, and it's nice to be back. And what a perfect way to be back to be against someone I consider a friend, which is Rue. Well, a nice, welcoming place to be back in.
Yeah, Joe took a bit of time. Stuck around in fandom, did great things in fandom. Now he's back here in Melee. We're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna see what happens there. Before he left, Joe was on the rise. He was showing a lot of promise as a Melee player. Rue last season showed a lot of great promise, a lot of great matches from him. So this is going to be a close one, but I feel like Joe's got what it takes.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, say goodbye to you for right now, Mr. Holzman, and bring in your competitor, Mr. Amaru Moses. He's here by himself. Sad face. How you doing today?
I'm good. I completely forgot that Melee does not put us full screen. We just hop in here. So if this is any proof that this is not a fandom match, y'all, we're not playing fandom here. This is it right here. I'm excited. I'm about at the same place. Me and Joe are fairly evenly matched when it comes to Melee. I know how good he is, even though people don't think he is. He knows how good I am. We were teammates at one point in time. So Demolition Men coming together, a great way to start the year. I ended my singles year last year in fandom against him. So maybe I want a little revenge, just a little, but more than that, I'm here to have a good time. Hopefully get the win, but excited to play my man.
All righty, sounds good. Well, I'll just go ahead and get started. Round number one's gonna work like pretty much every round number one you guys have ever played. Gonna get 8 questions in a general movie category. So you have 15 seconds to write the answer down on your whiteboard. At the end of that time, we'll ask you to reveal and verbalize your answer. You'll get a point for every correct answer. And if you get all 8 correct, you're going to get a bonus question, also worth a point. You also have 3 repeats and the challenge used throughout the match. Anything else before we get started?
Yeah, Jack, is it weird that nobody's insulted you on the call after 3 minutes and 45 seconds yet?
It's pretty weird, but I'll take it.
Cool.
Well, we can get Tim over here in a minute and maybe fix that. But we'll get to start with your first question. Category comedy. What is the name of the amusement park the Griswold family is going to in 1983's National Lampoon's Vacation? So, Jack, you enjoy the parks of amusements?
Yeah, I do. I'm not so much of a ride guy, but that's just me. I'm weird, but I don't mind them. There's one in Florida that I really like. I won't say just in case.
5, 4, 3.
But yes, they're fine.
1. All right, pens down. All right, let's go to Rue.
Wally World.
Okay, Joe.
Wally World.
Both correct. Starting off.
All right.
1.
All tied up out of the first question as we get into the next one, which comes in the category of Oscars. Name 2 of the 5 films nominated for Best Picture for films released in the year 2000. Yeah, the Universal Studios was the one I was alluding to earlier. That place is beautiful.
Gotcha. That's weird. Are the other Oscars going to be out by the time this comes out? Possibly. They'll just be the most recent
Maybe.
Oscars.
I don't know. I haven't checked this to see if the schedule is up on the website yet, but maybe.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, pens down. All right, let's go to Joe.
I got none.
All righty, Amaru.
I made up a movie called A Wanted Man to put something in, then Gladiator.
Gladiator is correct, but we're also looking for Chocolat, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Aaron Brockovich, and Traffic. So no perfect rounds today. We move on to the next question, category of action adventure. The Raid Redemption primarily takes place in what type of location? You like locations, Jack?
Oh, absolutely. Especially single location movies. Those are some of the best.
5, 4,
You're good, Mark.
2, 1. What I got today? Pens down. Yeah, we go to Rue.
An apartment building.
Okay, Joe.
Word for what? Apartment building.
Yeah, apartment building complex, whatever. Things that have apartments in them are correct. Staying tied 2-2.
All right. With that, we'll get into your next question, the category of horror. Who directed The Frighteners?
That is a sign how, we just have nothing, where we just kind of banter off of words in the question. It's like, man, we're just trying to, spin our wheels for a little bit, before I got to do a countdown. 5, 4.
Hosting a match is, it can be frightening. I get it.
Pens down. Okay. Joe.
Peter Jackson.
All right. Amber.
I mean, I got Gandalf leading the pack on my shirt here. Peter Jackson.
Yeah, I got the same image on my board. Exactly
Right.
the same image.
Beautiful.
Staying tied 3-3. Going to your next question, category crime. Who plays Don Logan, the violent criminal who visits retired criminal Gary Dove in Sexy Beast? I mean, you would think, maybe we would plan something ahead of time, but, we really don't. I mean, we write this and then, maybe we can write some jokes, that'd be fine. But, I don't know if anybody wants to hear planned material. 5, 4, 3.
I'm not good at coming up with jokes, so no.
Pens down. I don't even know where I'm at. Let's say Rue.
I know he's in it, so I said Ben Kingsley.
And Joe.
Well, I panicked, then I handled it. Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley is correct.
All right, beautiful.
One piece.
I don't know if it was somebody else.
Fair. Still tied up 4-4 as we get into the next question, which comes in the category of sci-fi fantasy. Soylent Green primarily takes place in what U.S. city?
Got the British question, and then they take the American question.
Oh,
Yes.
That's where I'm at.
Apparently. I'll be watching it later this year, actually. I'm very excited.
Oh, no. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
If in doubt, New York.
Rue.
I said San Francisco.
It is New York City.
Damn it.
Joe gets the point on that. Going into your penultimate question in the category. Comes in categories drop. Never good, that segue.
Movies.
Yes. Who plays Chuck's girlfriend, Kelly, in Castaway? It's weird. I know we ask a lot of cities, although I don't think the writer's room has ever been traditionally an American room. It's just, like now it's Canadians. Before it was Australians. So we're an international bunch.
last year it was pretty American. This year we've got more Canadian representation, so I'll take it.
Repeat.
Oh, there you got there. All right. That was Rue's first repeat your question again. Who plays Chuck's girlfriend, Kelly, in Castaway? don't know, and like I don't know, we have a few honorary Canadians in the writers' room? Was Barr an honorary Canadian?
I did
I
not give
have-
him that title,
I
but
have
you know.
written. I have written a Canadian geography question for the X-Men franchise, if that helps.
One. Yeah,
Fair enough.
Pens down. Go to Rue. See if they repeat, LJ.
Helen Hunt.
All right, and Joe.
Laura Linney.
Helen Hunt is correct. Rue ties it up. Going into the final question of the category, tied 5-5.
Yeah, and your final question comes in the category of mystery thriller. What 2010s mystery film primarily features the characters Michael Blomkvist and Lisbeth Salander? Apologies, that name was fucking with me.
I mean, Kaleb Blomkvist is the first name.
Blomkvist.
Yes. It's got letters where letters usually shouldn't be going, but
Exactly.
it's the way sometimes it goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Go with Dragon Tattoo.
And
Y'all aren't fucking with us, right? The girl with the dragon tattoo.
no, we are not fucking
Okay.
with you guys. The girl with the dragon tattoo is correct.
I was wondering about the hornet's nest. That's what I was wondering. Or that other one, the spider's web or shit, some shit.
It's like, did this one come out before 2010?
No, the writer for this category wasn't that creative. We'll go into your next category. Going to the next round. We're not going to category, going to a round, which is our wheel round, in which both our competitors get a chance to spin our wheel today. You're going to get 5 questions. Whatever if you like what you spun the first time, you can keep it. If not, like to spin again. You're going to get 5 questions, whatever category you land on. Each question is worth 2 points apiece, or it's worth 1 point. You check down to multiple choice. They were stealing, so be mindful of that shit. And the categories on today's wheel are post-'80s black cinema and recent releases put on here by Rue, as well as fandom James Bond and horror put on by Joe, as well as actors and actresses, westerns, 1970s, sci-fi fantasy as the general categories, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Since we're all tied up, go over to Rue, who's higher ranked. Be your option whether you want to spin first or defer.
I don't think it would have mattered either way because he likes going first. So I'm going to give it to him. Go ahead, man.
I usually like going first when I'm comfortable with everything on the wheel, like in Geek or Fandom, but that's fine.
Joe, shush. We like all of the categories, and we'll spin first.
Stop
There's
taking this
Holzman.
so seriously, Holes.
And here's your first spin. I don't have recent releases. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
It's not bad for you.
No.
And there's stuff on this wheel that's very bad for you.
I agree. The only issue is y'all's release dates are very different from we don't get the holdovers for another month and stuff like that. So
That's fair.
that's the issue.
Would you be willing to take the risk on something might come up that hasn't come out in your country to avoid certain categories that you may not want?
I've had the luck of the spin away once today. Let's go recent releases. So let's just go with it. I've probably seen at least 3 of them.
Ready? Bye for now, Holzman. And Jack, why don't you read him these lists of recent films?
Alrighty then. Joe, are you prepared for your questions in the category of recent releases?
Maybe.
Well, if you're not, too bad. Your first question. Who appears in both Dumb Money and Barbie?
I saw a poster for Dumb. I saw Barbie. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Kate McKinnon, B, Emerald Fennell, C, Alexandra Shipp, or D, America Ferrera. 5, 4, 3.
Kate McKinnon.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Rue, chance for the 1 point steal. Your multiple choice options once again are A, Kate McKinnon, B, Emerald Fennell, C, Alexander Shipp, or D, America Ferrera.
America Ferrera.
That is correct for 1 point steal. Joe, your next question.
Yeah.
What is the profession of Midge Campbell, played by Scarlett Johansson in Asteroid City?
I haven't got to this one on my Wes Anderson watch yet, so I'm waiting for the trailer. Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, journalist, B, actress, C, teacher, or D, musician.
Actress.
That is correct for 1
I
point.
should have gone for my gut on that.
And tie game. Your next question. The films Bottoms and Glass Onion both feature characters that are allergic to what fruit?
Pineapple.
That is correct for 2 points in the lead.
See? Silly.
Your pet.
See?
Oh. What was that? Sorry.
I know I've seen some of them.
Never mind. Fair enough. Your next question. Who directed A Good Person?
Zach Braff.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in the category. In Causeway, what country was Lindsay serving in? Five, 4, 3.
France.
That is incorrect. Amaru, chance for the 2 point steal.
Afghanistan.
That is correct for 2 points.
And with that,
Yeah.
ends Joe's turn on his round 2 questions. He gets a score up to 11, but with those steals, Rue gets a score up to 9. And with
Plus,
that,
or it goes all the way up to 11.
with that, we'll bring him back up the wheel. And Rue, this will be your first spin. That's annoying. And you land on Fandom, James Bond. Would you like to
Oh,
keep
for
that?
God's sake.
And
So sorry, Joe, but I am not taking this. Thank you. What? Well, no, spin away. Let's not do that.
Twice in
Alrighty.
one day, for God's sake.
all right, Rue, this is your second spin. You got to keep whatever you land on this time, and then it will land on the category of the 1970s.
Great.
Okay.
Fucking great.
And I will give you questions in the 1970s. Are you prepared for these questions?
No, but let's see what we can do.
Gotcha. All right, first question. In A Clockwork Orange, what does Alex call his gang members?
Droogs.
That's correct for 2 points. Your next question. Silver Streak, starring Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, takes place mostly on what form of transportation?
I have a guess, but let's not do that. Multiple choice.
Choice options are A, airplane, B, cruise ship, C, train, or D, dirigible airship.
I like that last one, but I'm going to go with my gut and say train.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. The Day of the Jackal centers on a conspiracy to assassinate a political figure of what European country?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Austria-Hungary, B, Russia, C, Turkey, or D, France.
I'm gonna go with my gut. Let's see if history works here for us. We'll say A.
A is incorrect. Go over to
Damn.
Joe for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Austria-Hungary, B, Russia, C, Turkey, or D, France?
B.
B is incorrect. Came up earlier today. It's France.
Oh,
Oh, I'm having the luck today, aren't I?
All right, Rue, your penultimate question in the category. In the 1970 film Catch 22, who plays the bombardier? Sorry. In the 1970 film Catch 22, who plays the bombardier Captain Yossarian? Captain Yossarian.
if you'd have said it right, it wouldn't have helped me none. Let's go multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Donald Sutherland, B. Richard Benjamin, C. Alan Alda, or D. Alan Arkin.
I'll go Donald Sutherland.
That is incorrect. Going over to Joe for the 1-point steal. Is it A. Donald Sutherland, B. Richard Benjamin, C. Alan Alda, or D. Alan Arkin?
B.
B. Richard Benjamin is also incorrect. We're looking for D. Alan Arkin. All right.
See, when you do that, I don't know if you're tricking or you're like, it's one or the other.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Final question in category 1970s. Who directed Sorcerer?
Fuck, multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are: is it A. John Frankenheimer, B. William Friedkin, C. Paul Schrader, or D. Alan J. Pakula?
Ooh. I'll go with William Friedkin.
That is correct for 1 point.
Whew. Survived that shit.
And with that, there's my marker works. Have Rue going to score up to 13. Have Joe sticking at 11. Is that what you got, Jack?
That is indeed what I have.
Alrighty. With that, move on to round number 3, which is our new Pick Your Poison round, in which before the match, our competitors drafted from our list of general categories of what they would like to answer from in the match. And now they will draft those categories again and receive questions of 1, 2, 3, and 4-point values. Once a competitor picks a category, their opponent cannot answer from that category. They'll be stuck within the categories that the competitors pick for this match are fandom, action adventure, comic book movies, recent releases, sci-fi fantasy, sports, mystery thriller, and 2010. And I have our competitors pick those categories, and we'll get back to it. Yeah, we're okay. We're back. Our guys that picked their categories. Rue is ahead currently, so we'll be starting off with Joe. And like I said, he has the option to pick whatever category he likes for his 1-pointer to get us going. And whoever, once again, we will be finishing up once a player is either out of questions or mathematically eliminated. And all right, Joe, what do you want for your 1-pointer?
Sports.
Sports. Gotcha. All right. I asked Rue his questions in round number 2, so I'll ask you your questions round number 3. This will be your first question, category sports.
Okay.
The 2002 film Blue Crush focuses on what sport?
Surfing.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. That brings you up to 12. You're still behind 1, so we'll stick with you for your 2-pointer. What category would you like that?
Mystery thriller, please.
Mystery thriller. Got it. Here's your 2-pointer in mystery thriller. Who plays author and suspected murderer Walter Finch in Insomnia?
Al Pacino?
5. That is incorrect. We're looking for Robin Williams, the other one.
Yeah.
That will be stick with you for 3-point question. What would you like it to be?
Sci-fi fantasy, please.
All right. Sci-fi fantasy. All right. 3-pointer. Sci-fi fantasy. In Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief, Percy and his friends are tasked with finding 3 different pearls throughout America. Name one of the 3 states the pearls are located. The 3 different pearls throughout America. Name one of the states the pearls are located in.
I did not see this one. U.S. geography. Here we go. 3 out of 50.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, there's your first repeat. Your question again. In Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief, Percy and his friends are tasked with finding 3 different pearls throughout America. Name one of the 3 states the pearls are located in.
3-pointer. Probably no. Alaska.
That is incorrect. We're looking for either New Jersey, Tennessee, or Nevada.
Nope. Never considered
Watch.
any of those 3.
Watch the show instead. It's so much better.
Okay.
Hey, it's got Lance Reddick. That'll get me in.
All right. With that, Joe, you're left with your 4-pointer, which you have to take in comic book movies, and you need to hit this, or Rue will win the match. Your 4-point question. In Wanted, Wesley uses what food item to help him lure rats into his truck and make explosives? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
1.
Please.
It's your second repeat. In Wanted, Wesley uses what food item to help him lure rats into his truck and make explosives? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, Joe, there's your final repeat question once again. In Wanted, Wesley uses what food item to help him lure rats into his truck and make explosives?
Oh, why did we take this out of Uncle Mick's bag? It's been a while. Well, Root, whatever happens, well played.
5, 4, 3,
Nuts.
2. And your winner, Amaru Moses. The correct answer was peanut butter.
Damn.
I knew it had something to do. The only other thing I was going to do was peanuts, but I was like, they didn't ask for specifics.
All right, we'll take you out for a second here, Rue, and we'll bring in your manager, Holzman. Joe, you know what? You played really well round 1. It was tied up going in there, and you got a few questions in that recent release category. You navigated it pretty well, though. And then it looked like you kind of had a shot in there, but just round 3 just didn't go your way. It happens sometimes. But overall, how do you think you played today?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think round 1s, I always like to say I try to get at least half, and I got 5, so it's not so bad. Better than I hoped, and yeah, should have spun again. But you can't know. You can't know.
Yeah, hindsight is 2020, but at the end of the day, there was, when doing the math of the wheel, there was more things worse than recent releases than there were better. And so it felt like keeping it was the right move at the time. Obviously, we know now. We spin it again. This match probably looks a little bit different because Joe gets the thing that Joe likes for some reason. But still, I think Joe, round 1, played great. Round 2, navigated through it well. And then round 3, yeah, just the questions were mostly for movies he didn't really know. And yeah, especially now with Fandom being added into round 3 as a category, you got to be ready for those non-Fandom comic book movies to come up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Movies. And,
I knew it was going to come from there. For a 4-pointer, it's not going to be something that is going to be familiar to so many players. I figured that, and you know what? It just hasn't been like there's other comic book movies that aren't Fandom that I I know really well. Wanted wasn't one of them. Did it once for mixed bags in other leagues, and like I said, I had nuts, peanut. There was something in there, but yeah, it is what it is. But look, Rue played a great game. I always say Melee, Warzone as it was before, is where I come to just play some movie trivia for fun, actual fun that doesn't involve me reading tons and Quizlets and stuff. I have fun. So yeah.
At the end of the day, you're still 500, still not a bad record. We'll be back.
Yeah, you'll definitely be back here at 3-3. You probably want to play if you come back.
Jack.
Do you know what? Actually, that's right, because when I had to take that sort of step back, I think it was Jack that I was due to play.
That's
Played
true.
Jack as your last match, if I remember correctly.
Well, we were going to, but then he stepped away, and then
Before I could play the match.
yeah, we were supposed to play in round 1 of the golden ticket.
Oh, you also played.
We did.
Whatever.
I think. Oh yeah, I won in sudden death. I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Check
another
out the
match.
multi-blog for an article about all that. Get rid of us.
Oh, another match, and another person calls out Jack. Oh, let's see, by Joe.
Have I
Yeah,
been
right.
called out a lot recently?
Feels like yeah.
Well, you will now,
Either way,
Jack.
they-
You suck. No, you're actually cool. You're actually cool.
Rue, did kind of the same deal. You did really well round 1, and you got a category you definitely did not want in round number 2. You managed to navigate well enough to have the lead, and really, that's kind of all you need going into round number 3. So, in general, I feel like you did.
I feel great. I thought for like a half a second of taking Bond because I hated the wheel, and then I said no. I took 2 steals from Joe. Let's not give him those back, just in case I don't know them. And it's his strength. So let's spin again. And getting the Droogs question first really let me breathe a little bit. So that was nice. And then after that, I was like, look, all I need to do is be tied or take a lead in round 3, because if I take Fandom, then his 4-pointer will be in a comic book movie that's not in Fandom, and maybe he'll miss it. And it worked out. Strategy worked well, and I'm loving it. I'm glad to get another win in the belt.
All righty. Well, you're now 4-2. You're definitely going to come back. I have no idea who you'd play next. I only work here. Who would you like to see? Is it Jack?
I mean, look, he gave me my first Fandom loss, so I will always like to come back and beat Jack again. That would be nice. But I think I said it at the end of last year, and I'll do it again. I really want to play Anthony, just in anything. I haven't played Anthony in a long time, Tisdall, in a long time much. So that would be a very, very fun match. We'll see.
Well, we'll see if we can make that happen. It's actually like a thing they could. All right. Until next time, Amaru. And here we are at the very end. We had ourselves a good match here, Jack. What do you got to say about this one?
No, this was an excellent match. Both players playing at the top of their game in round number 1, 5 points each is a very respectable amount in round 1. Joe maybe not getting his best category, and Rue picking up a couple steals there. And Rue definitely not getting one that he was his favorite, but he was able to take the lead and just hope that Joe made enough mistakes in round 3, which he did, and just movies out of Joe's wheelhouse. But it was enough to get Amaru the TKO, I believe. So yeah, it was a hell of a match.
Yeah. And with that'll be it for us today. Or at least this episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. Probably got matches coming out during the weekend. Watch them. It should be good. But thank you everybody who showed up here today. Thank you, Joe, manager Cameron Holzman, as well as Amaru Moses, and Jack for being here with me. Everybody who helps put this show on. And I don't like to thank myself. So you know what? Just be well.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior.
You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll